Hey, it's Antoinette here at Beautiful Star Podcast YouTube channel. And yeah, I'm live again, right? It's a beautiful night on the East Coast and I'm chilling. And I was thinking like, yo, I should do a live because I have so much things I would like to address, right? So ladies, right? We need to shift our focus to setting goals because it's the beginning of the year and I already see the fuck shit that's going on, right? I see just the different, posts on the Facebook and the Instagram, you know, people arguing about who's gonna claim who, the baby mama, the baby daddy drama. Like, right? People arguing over stimulus checks, who needs the stimulus check, you know what I'm saying? Like who's gonna claim the kids on a tax return. And it's just like some crazy ish, right? You got relatives fighting, just putting their business all out there on social media. And it's like, come on. It's the beginning of the year. We need to focus on setting goals, right? Let's focus on, you know, making this year better for us, right? At the end of the day, like, yeah, okay, drama's gonna pop up, right? But once you come up with a solution to that problem, right? Move on. Straight up and down, move on, right? At the end of the day, right? If you got kids with a broke ass dude, you knew he was broke before you had kids by him, right? You knew he was a broke. You felt like, he was a broke man, right? Okay, he ain't have no money, he ain't had no place to stay. You feel what I'm saying? But you chose to fall in love with this dude. You felt like you could build him up, right? We can't build up no dude. Okay, we can't listen. We cannot build up no man, right? But at the end of the day, now that you have children by him, right? You want him to step up, right? Financially step up, by actively being involved in the children's life from the day to day, right? You want that for um yourself and the kids. You want that for the kids, but that's not who he is, right? And that's not who he's going to become, right? That has to be something within him that he wants to do, right? But how does it benefit you to focus on what another person is not doing, right? It's just going to drain you, right? We can't make people do stuff that we want them to do. We can't force nobody to do, anything for that benefits you, right? You can't force no man to take care of his responsibilities, his kids. All right, yeah, you could go to court, right? That's always a option, right? Go to go do what, child support. You could always do something like that and then let them deal with it, right? But at the end of the day, right? You still have to at your end, you still have to do what it is you have to do, right? You have to set goals for yourself, right? And goals that we actually want to work towards, right? Goals that will empower us through the years, right? If you're a single mom, right? I hope like the overall goal is to become a better person, a better mother, like, you know, um, do things that you weren't able to do at the beginning of motherhood. You feel what I'm saying? Like now it's like if you work towards something greater for yourself, right? Then you put your children in a better position, right? And that's what our energy needs to be focus on. It's not like what someone else ain't doing, but what kind of life will you creating for yourself and for your children, right? Even if maybe you don't have, children, right? You could be a single woman who, just got out of a relationship. I know there's a lot of women out there who invested so much years and tears and time into a relationship that's just like every year is like it's some drama shit. It's always something like a challenge that, that your spouse is putting in front of you, right? But at the end of the day, if you got out of a relationship, right, start your life over, right? 100% started over and set goals for yourself, man. And I'm not talking about like, jumping on a bandwagon, right? Being a follower, following trends, right? Because there's a lot of people out there, they want to do what everyone else is doing, right? You have to look at your life, right? And actually see what it is that you want from it, right? What do you want, right? What do you want? What's gonna motivate you, right? What is something that could further motivate you to be better, to get where it is that you're trying to get, to actually, right? Some people just be like, yo, I want to wash my hands of a person. I don't want to fuck with this person no more, like, right? Because like I was saying, right, there's single women out there that actually just left a relationship that they put mad years into. Like if you was in a relationship for like 10 years, 20 years, right? Leaving it, right? That's the easiest shit. But actually, starting a new chapter and not including that person, not being getting into this vicious cycle of like, oh, going back. You feel what I'm saying? Like, oh, yeah, break up to make up type of energy. Like, no, this is a new start for yourself, right? And that could just be the goal. The goal could just be to stay the fuck away, B. Like that could be the goal. Like I don't care. I don't care if I'm going through financial struggles. I would not allow myself to revert back to a relationship, right? Because it's a lot of women out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's a different kind of time. We are in a time where, employment, a lot of people are not employed and they gotta, be in relationships just for financial reasons. There's a lot of women out there, who that was always they hustle. Like, yo, they always had a man to take care of them type shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people would feel like, oh yeah, women who have men, that take care of them, they must be some badass, beautiful type women with a figure eight. Nah. We talking about all women, B. I don't care fat, small, skinny, tall, short. You feel what I'm saying? Like red hair, black hair, blonde hair. There's all types of women, right, who are in kind of like the same situation, right? Where like, yo, financially, all right, I'm not doing too well, but I know this man, he want to take care of me, and he works. You feel what I'm saying? And so they go into the relationship knowing that, all right, I'm just using him because I need a place to stay. Or because I don't want to go into the shelter. I don't want to, rent a room. I would rather just stay with this dude, pretend like I like him. You feel what I'm saying? And stack my money And when I get everything situated, I'm out, right? But this type of climate, you know, a lot of women, some women lost their jobs. So it's like, yo, I understand like that was initially the goal at first. Like, yo, I'm just gonna fuck with this dude, cause he providing food, shelter, and he giving me money and shit. But damn, now I'm not working and shit and I can't stack my money up and now he's, you know, demanding more of my time and he's abusive. It could turn into something very, you know, like to a bad situation, right? Because a lot of people will feel like, oh, yeah, he's taking care of me. This guy is doing all this stuff for me. But the dark side to it is like, when you have a person that's taking care of you, right? And especially if they want to take care of you and um they are right with it, right? But when they start feeling like they own you, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I'm giving you money, so therefore I could tell you what the fuck to do. Like when they start using it, over your head, right? Dingling it over your head, or um, if you don't do everything that they tell you to do, right? Then they want to like, oh, well, I'm not giving you no money to buy food, or I'm not giving you no money. They slowly start taking away shit. So it's like that survival mechanism, right? It's like you gotta be like, because once it start turning into something that's just completely a dangerous situation, right? You have to exit that. You can't be like, oh, okay, well, he's taking care of me. He's doing no, because now your life is in jeopardy. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you in the house with someone who's a fucking complete psychopath, who you don't know what his triggers are. Like because it's like at the end of the day, it's like, yo, there are situations where you have a man who been providing, right? And who's used to like having that role, playing that role, you know what I'm saying? But what happens when he lost that job, right? And he doesn't feel like, oh, confident or feel like he's a man because he don't have no fucking money and shit, right? Because a lot of people esteem and stuff and confidence and their ability to thrive, it it has something to do with their ability to make money, right? You know, and it's like once that is taken away, some people don't know how to bounce back from that shit, right? Because there's some people out there like who was in like the corporate world, right? Like and like doing something where you gotta wear a suit like these big old jobs where they be making like some serious money and shit, right? Like when you have someone who loses a job like that, right? And they don't want to revert back to like, oh yeah, doing shit like that they feel is lower than them. Right? Some people wouldn't go from that to being a janitor because they feel some type of way about like that janitor work, right? And that's just a personal feeling and shit like that, right? So you have this man who, lost his job, but he does. There's a lot of jobs out there, but the type of work that he can get, he don't want to do because he felt like, oh yeah, whatever the fuck that motherfucker feel. Because I personally feel like when you have a family, right? I don't give a fuck what kind of fucking work you gotta do. Like I don't care if you was an actor. You could have been an actress, an actor, right? You was an actress making millions of dollars, and then now all of a sudden there's no work, no people are hiring you and stuff like that, but you have a department store, or maybe, you get hired doing something else, right? Probably a receptionist, or even if you got to go to a fast food restaurant. You feel what I'm saying? If you got family, if you got people that fucking depend on you, you got mouths to feed, you got, a life, to live, because that requires you to have that, you need money, then you shouldn't allow that thought to even enter your mind. Like, oh, I don't, I'm gonna look, people gonna say this about me, you know, like, let people fucking talk. Fuck out of here. Like, and it's crazy that I gave that example about, like, an actress or an actor who make millions of dollars, you know. You think somebody who had millions of dollars, right? They'll be um straight their whole lives. But it's like people who get to different levels of life, right? They get to different levels of life, right? And they acquire more money. But then if they have this kind of the financial mindset, like they have this thing about money in terms of like, oh, they gotta show off. Like, who the fuck needs to buy? Why the hell do I need to buy a fucking necklace that costs $500,000? Like, tell me that. What is the purpose of even buying something that costs that much, right? So they start to go into this. Um, they start to adapt to this certain lifestyle of overpaying for shit. Like, you're overpaying for dumb shit. Like, to me, you feel. I just feel like it has to make sense. You mean to tell me, like, I'm gonna pay $15,000 for jeans, for some pants? Like, oh no, I'm sorry. I don't see the value in that. I don't see the value in paying $15,000 for a pair of jeans. Hell, I don't see the value of paying that much for a motherfucking pocketbook. I'm sorry. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. But anyway, I done fucking digressed. Going back to the original point that I was trying to make in terms of people men losing their jobs, right? You know, they could start to feel like an insecurity within themselves, right? And then they, a lot of times that's when like abuse start, right? Or it could have started before. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had a man that's taking care of you or whatever, and now he can't take care of you, but now he want to start calling you names, or like hitting you and shit like that, right? But any relationship, like, there's a starting point, right? But my thing is, if you are in a situation where you always relied on men to take care of you, and then the current relationship you in, he was taking care of you, but he's just stopped taking care of you. He don't want to fuck with you no more. He's very abusive. Leave that situation. Right? There's like organizations out there, like you could call the National Domestic Violence Hotline, right? You could just Google that. Um, and talk to somebody and create a safety plan for yourself to leave that situation, right? Because at the end of the day, this dude ain't giving you no damn fuck. Like, even if he was giving you money, right, or doing things for you, and he is abusive, it's not even worth it. Straight up and down. Like, you be seeing people who be fronting and shit, right? Like, oh yeah, I'm married, I'm happy, I live in a big ass house. I have this, I'm a, you know, And I say, oh, like I'm a sugar baby. But even if like, you married or whatever the case is, like, yeah, you married to the dude. But like once this dude is um abusive, right? And treating you like, it start off subtle, right? They start saying like little shit, right? Um Start to pick at your looks, like take apart your look, like, oh, at first he was giving you compliments, like, making you feel good. Then all of a sudden he just stopped complimenting you. Like you get all dressed up, look all fly and shit. You look fly because it took you about an hour and a half to 2 hours to get ready. So it's like, how could you invest all that time, you know, in your beauty and your looks for this dude that you're fucking, right? That you have a whole relationship with, for him not to even acknowledge you, right? Or say at least like, damn, you look beautiful and stuff like that, right? And normally he would do that. But then he just look at you and be like, oh damn, it took you long enough. You ready? Like, damn, you can't even anyway. Like little shit like that, or um bringing you down, saying you ain't shit, um starting little arguments about the most dumbest shit, like arguing over not buying the right juice. Like, it's just juice. It's fruit punch. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Hawaiian punch or Tropicana, it's juice. It still got the same motherfucking ingredients. Like, why are you arguing with me about me not getting the right fruit punch? That's absolutely insane. Like, you're arguing over juice right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stupid shit, like arguing over, like, oh, well, why did you eat the last piece of cake? Right? Eating the last piece of cake triggered this whole argument that turned into physical violence, and you're in a hospital with your face disfigured over what? Over something stupid as cake, or like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like when stuff like that starts to happen, where it's like you fear for your life, then you need to leave. Straight up and down. I would rather have nothing than to be in an abusive relationship. Dead ass. Like, I would rather um be in a fucking shelter with absolutely no fucking money than to be in a motherfucking big ass house with a motherfucking millionaire B who is fucking abusive. Just to say, oh yeah, I'm with this dude. Yeah, this dude is he popping. Like, nah, fuck all that. I'd rather start over, B. Start from nothing, right? Because as women, we are creators, right? We have the ability to um, create something with nothing, right? And the first thing that we could start creating, right, is some bomb ass fucking goals for ourselves, right? That's the creation. You create in your goals with the level of empowerment, with a level of confidence, like knowing that this shit is going to happen for yourself, right? You create a goal, one overall big goal for yourself, right? Because you got your long-term goals, your big goals, and then your little goals that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have your daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals, right? The key ingredient for these goals is to be active, be proactive in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, like, yo, starting over from nothing, right? You could do it. You have goals. As long as you have goals and you willing to follow through with it, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean like, yo, you just set some goal and then you just that's it. Like, yo, that's it. I'm done. No, you set goals and you actually have a action. Like you are required to be proactive with it. You feel me? You have to hold yourself accountable. Be accountable for your goals that you set for yourself, right? Be accountable for whatever it is that you set out for yourself, right? And I know there's a lot of people that don't hold themselves accountable for the goals that they set in their lives. And that's why they continue, right, to go back to an effed up situation, right? Even, you know, like in order to stop doing what it is that you are doing, you have to adapt to a different kind of mindset, right? I'm not talking. See, a lot of people like to have this, like to just always want to talk about it, right? Talk about the, like changing. You know what I'm saying? Like people feel like because they talking about it, or maybe because they listening to it, that that somehow your life just changed. Nah, absolutely not. You want to see results, right? Results is the key thing, right? Results. That's the key. Like the key thing to this is seeing results, right? If you're not seeing results, then you're not actually doing it right. Right? You're not doing it right if you're not seeing the results that you want, right? You're not actually focusing yourself like you're not holding yourself accountable um to accomplishing your goals, like creating an action plan, right? You're not able to do that. And because you're not able to do that, you're not seeing the results that you want out of, your life, right? And and by not holding yourself accountable, what keeps people from holding themselves accountable, right? And then they don't hold themselves accountable, then they revert back to the way they were, right? Because their mindset really didn't change, right? You need something to really click within your mindset, right? Your mindset needs to also shift. It's just a whole lot to it. Like, yeah, you need to shift your focus to setting your goals, right? You shift your focus to setting goals, to focusing on your goals, being proactive about your goals, right? But if you are vibing off of this mindset, you know what I'm saying? This mindset that's keeping you going back, then you need to listen. We need some new mindsets, straight up and down, right? We need new mindsets. We need new mindsets, right? That's what it is too, right? It's the mindset because listen, people will focus on the goals, right? On setting goals, but you actually need a mindset that's going to motivate you, that's going to keep you, that's going to actually have you to accomplish it, right? To keep yourself accountable, right? Like, if you can't keep yourself accountable, right, hold yourself accountable, right, then you're not gonna get it done. You're not gonna get it done, right? So then you want to think to yourself, right? There's accountability. Like people out there, they have like accountability partners, right? They have accountability partners, right? So if you join a group, right, I would like, it's important to surround yourself with women and people who are, you know, gonna put you in a position where you are being held accountable for um, accomplishing your goals, right? Holding yourself accountable for that, right? You need to be around people who's gonna keep you on top of your goals, right? If you can't do it, right? If you are not holding yourself accountable, then surround yourself with women who are going to empower you and motivate you and keep you in a direction and keep you focused on your goals, right? Because there's a lot of things out here, and I was even saying, right, on my timeline, a lot of people posting F shit, right? And, feeding people BS, right? Because think about this shit, right? If you constantly always on people's timeline and they feeding you, like you just see negative stuff all day long, right? Just negative, 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 negative stuff, celebrity gossip, you know, different food stuff. Then you see some rappers, just a whole bunch of different stuff, right? If you constantly focus on that feed type ish, right? You focus on that, focus on the drama, the personal drama that's going on in your life. And every day, that's all you focus on. You're not going to be focused on your goals. You're not at all. You're going to be focused on the mundane BS. That's it. But anywho, right? I've been on this live for a minute. I really didn't mean to actually be on here so long, but anyway, it happens. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. Whether you're listening to it live now or you're listening to it on a replay, I want you guys to definitely subscribe to Beautiful Star Podcast YouTube channel. And definitely a like, right? And definitely comment below, you know. Let me know what are some goals that you guys are working towards, right? Are you able to focus on your goals, right? Have you been able to focus on your goal? I know 2021 just started, okay? It's going to be a week. We a week um into 2021, but so far has you been able to focus on your goals, or you're dealing with some BS you're trying to get over, some drama that you gotta alleviate? Let me know in the comment section, right? But definitely you guys have a great day. Okay, peace.